People who, in many instances, have absolutely no clue what they are doing. The Marxists, the anarchists, the looters, the agitators.
Okay.
The Marxists.
It's episode 146 of Inane Blather.
It is.
And it is the 3-year anniversary. It's the third birthday of Inane Blather.
Third Thursday.
From when we first started shouting into the void, blathering inanely, and so on and so forth. I'm going to start using that more.
Cute.
So on and so forth.
Happy birthday to us.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you know what? I have... way too many things in here.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
I have that, and I still don't have, like, applause or people cheering on the soundboard. There's like 120 things on here.
Swimming.
But, happy birthday to us. We will continue to blather. We will continue to...
Can't stop us.
Party on.
This is absolutely lit.
It's what we always say. It's what you always hear on the show. Because once you listen, Inani Ratalb, you're part of the cult.
Inani Ratalb.
And to be part of the cult, you will be a...
headstrong, stubborn, quibbling, self-centered, vindictive, obnoxious, hormonal, sexually preoccupied, evil, thieving, cross-dressing jerks.
I have my adjustments a little different, and I think that was way too loud. So, but you know what?
Not for me.
Just because it's episode 146 doesn't mean we get things right now. Doesn't mean that things have improved. That things are streamlined. That we're trying harder. Definitely not that. Because that would go against like the mission statement. It's right
Central
there in the
tenet
name.
Of this. It's
thing
would be diametrically opposed to blathering inanely.
Yeah.
You can't try.
And you start off with a blather?
Yeah. You just...
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't even open your mouth. You let your jaw go slack. And you start off with a blather? Yeah. That's what it is. And if you put thought into these discussions...
You're a fucking bitch. You're a loser.
And you might as well wear diapers because you're a baby.
Because you're a baby. But Danae's back on the pod, which is nice.
Yay! Happy birthday!
Yeah.
We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
But
we do.
How's it been, Danae? How's your day, Danae? How's your day?
My day was a day. It was Monday.
Yeah. So
Very
you were
Monday-y.
swimming in work.
I was swimming in work.
Sounds disgusting.
Emails. Barely keeping my head above the water,
Yeah.
But we persist. We overcome.
And every time you'd put your head up, they just say, "Sit down!" and put you right back down to work.
Very nicely, yes, they do that.
What about you, Natalie?
Yeah, it's a Monday. Mondays are long days for me. I will say, another thing that's, we love taxes going to public infrastructure projects. That's true. You love to see your city actually doing work. Man.
But when you're sitting in traffic.
I didn't have to sit in traffic today, but over the weekend, a huge section of I-5 North, from Friday night at 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Monday, it was completely closed. Wow. I-5 North was completely closed.
Some detours.
And now it's down. They took 2 lanes down. So, because they're resurfacing the Ship Canal Bridge, which is what connects, like, Maine, Seattle, like, across Lake Union, like, to the University of Washington area, and Fremont and all that kind of crap.
Okay.
So,
thank you for that.
You can go another way. You can also take Aurora Avenue or Highway 99.
Highway 99.
Which is how I went this morning. But it just is something. It's like those 2 lanes are supposed to be closed until like August 15th or something, and they have another weekend where that section will be completely closed off. And today, I-5 North traffic, when I was heading I-5 South to go home, it was like, you poor bastards. Like, what a sucky, like, they really put out, the Department of Transportation was like, if you can take public transit, do it. If, especially on this weekend, if you can stay home, just do that, blah, blah, blah. So, it's just the realities of having... Well, I did learn also about that Ship Canal Bridge, the section that they're resurfacing. It has like 250,000 trips over it every single day. So it's like, it's really like a really
that's when you find
essential
out.
part of the infrastructure. Yeah, and it hasn't been resurfaced since like the 1980s. And in the past couple years alone, they've had to, do an emergency fix of like 200 potholes, which is also like, that's annoying when they have to do road work, randomly throughout, because there's a pothole
holes.
or whatever in like the past 5 years or something, or 2 years or whatever it's been. So it's like, it's just something that, it's now something we just have to deal with. And this is like a 2-year-long project over the course of this work. So this is like the beginning of this huge, thing. And they're like, we're hoping to have it done before the World Cups comes next year.
Oh my
or have
God,
it like in
right.
a place where it can be, because there's going to be, for that, there's literally, it's going to double Seattle's population for a couple weeks. They're expecting like, I don't know, 500,000 visitors or whatever like that. And it's like, oh my God.
Good Lord.
So, that's what,
good
I
thing
guess
you
it's
have
just something
such
you have to get
great
used
public
to.
transportation.
Yeah, I have a good option.
Uber drivers
here.
are going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, I think about like New York City, how they joke about, every day there's like a parade going on that like slows traffic down, in like the main area. And I'm like, I guess this is just how it is. Because you love to see road work happening. You like preventative maintenance, you like these big projects, but it really can be like...
You like to see road work finishing.
Yes,
Yeah.
you like to see that it's completed and you get to drive on a
Driving
safe road.
on a nice, smooth, newly paved road. Woo! Not much better. I mean, there's tons of things better, but...
Yeah. Sex? Yeah. Nope.
It's like sex, except I'm having it.
Except I'm having it. No, but my day was good. It just was something that has been it's just been in the air around here. It just kind of changes. People divert. They said like 80,000 cars a day will be diverted onto alternate routes, just by choosing. Like I went Aurora Avenue rather than I-5 North today. And how that changes obviously the flow of traffic, how it normally would be. People would just be on I-5. So anyways, so I just get to go on beautiful Aurora, which you can see sex workers just walking mostly naked. They're just really have the hardest job in the entire world, I would say. Coal miners, you don't got shit on these women. Absolutely not. Standing there in their lingerie and like straight up stripper heels that are like 10 inches tall, and like making eye contact and like really like, hey, standing
Being
there.
real salespeople.
What a hard
I've thought of
job.
that before. I'm like, if I was going to start a tech company, it would literally be one where I just hire sex workers as the sales force. I think they would be...
They can put themselves out
amazing.
there.
Yes. Yeah.
They know how to talk to people.
They're probably not going to get too embarrassed by, or getting a no or whatever. They're going to push beyond that first no.
They're going to push beyond the first no. They're going to get to the third no. And then they'll hang up the phone.
Like, I'll call you later. Yeah. I'll call you next week. See where you're at. Yeah.
Plus, Danae just wants to dress up in the cool purple suit and have like a feather, drive a Cadillac.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
She wants to abuse
A different
her
kind of
employees.
tech company.
Yeah. We're not like other tech companies.
Yeah. We hired sex workers and we
That's
treat
like-
them
Yeah,
like
and-
sex workers.
We would also just like let them own the means of production too. So
Be a co-op.
Exactly.
Have you seen BoJack Horseman?
I haven't.
Oh, that's like a minor sort of plot point is like Uber for women. And so then a bunch of strippers end up getting hired there. It's just like a whole side plot thing. But anyways.
Yep. It's a good one. And then he just kind of recreates Uber because of the issues that they've had, discrimination and stuff like that. And then it's just a new version of Uber. Well, since no one's going to ask, my Monday was okay. No,
we didn't ask on purpose.
Oh, man.
What?
Oh, no.
Yeah. How was your Monday, Doug?
Well, Monday's my day off, but instead of having a day off, I took on extra work and worked a shift out of town at a different place and spent the day loading a trailer full of weeds. And when I was finally finishing up, I injured myself. That was great. With a bungee cord breaking. Brand new. Literally opened the bag, just extra bungee cords that I had sitting in the truck, and opened the bag, stretched it too far like an idiot, and snapped my thumb just directly onto my thumbnail. The whole thing, it hurts right now. It sucks. And it's just like swollen and bruised, and it looks really nasty. All of my Twitter followers, they've seen it, so. I mean, it doesn't look nasty. It just looks like you know exactly what it feels like when you see it. It's like, oh, God.
Like, damn it.
Stinks. Yeah, that was literally all I would say. I was like, God, why? Fuck. Ah! I was just always so much more angry than in pain, that's for sure. But
that anger helps you actually deal with your pain. There's a study that was done where people put their hand, like held their hand in a thing of ice water, and people could, there's a round of people not being able to express anything, like have to be silent. A round of people being able to say something, but it cannot be a swear word. And then a round of people being able to say whatever they want and swear and whatever. And people that could go fuck were able to hold their hand in the ice water the longest.
Really?
As you can imagine, if you have to hold it in, that's like the hardest. That's like you don't have any outlet for it. You can only deal with it so long. But if you can really like, especially, or be like, God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
and
that's why
they do use the FUCK words.
I've never used the FUCK word. Or therapy.
And the CUNT I heard a few times. BITH. And SHIT.
Biff.
Yeah, Biff.
I have something else to talk about from this weekend, though.
Okay.
If anyone's curious.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm in Portland, right? And I'm like rolling out of bed kind of yesterday morning, like my last day there.
And that was this weekend.
And of course, this was yesterday, Sunday. Boring. Okay, as one does, you're like, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to like scroll on TikTok until my brain it wakes up, And one of my favorite content creators posted about being in Portland.
Oh.
And I was like, no way. So I commented, I was like, are you here right now? And she said nothing. She just put an emoji. And then I sent her a DM on Instagram.
Mysterious.
And I was like, girl, let me buy you a coffee, please. And she did.
Awesome.
And I happened to have her book with me. And I was like, I want you to sign my book because I have it. Anyway, so I met someone that I've like been following for like a year.
That's
and
cool.
Like it was the coolest.
Fun.
She was a wonderful human being. She was so funny in real life. She was laughing at my jokes. I was like, are we best friends? And also she was like 6'2", and I was not expecting that. So she was like towering over me. But it was just like, it was so cool. It was like the highlight of my weekend. I was like, this is why She could have ignored me.
This is why I open up TikTok in the morning.
Yeah, and instead she took a risk. I could have been a murderer.
Yeah.
She met me for coffee. So anyways, it was really fun.
You still can be, Danae. You can still have that dream.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could have been a murderer.
Yeah. You've got time.
Well, I was like so confused because like she lives in New York and she had posted like something that I was like, that kind of looks like Portland, but it wasn't like super clear that it was. And then when I saw that she was like, Portland's doing great things for my hair, I was like, she is in Portland. Anyways, so
that's really awesome. Nice. And loved just being there, not even like, I live in Portland, let me, meet you there. It's just like, I'm in Portland too. How funny.
There was also just like so many reasons. Like I was gonna go with Cowboy this weekend. He couldn't go, and like so I almost was like, well, maybe I'll just go like next weekend or something. And like there was just like a list of things like that. This weekend was not gonna happen, and then it ended up happening anyway. And I was like, it's Kismet.
Yes.
Like, also, nice. I just happened to have her book with me. Like I was gonna read it. Like I even read it all. I never read.
Like, I don't know how to read. I don't even know why I have this book. I was using
it to fan myself.
I've been trying to read. Though also, she's like one of those people that's so smart that literally every page, like multiple times on the page, I have to Google the words sometimes because I'm like, I don't know what that word is.
I've had to do that
context
recently.
Clues, but I gotta know for sure.
I had to do that a few times, and the context clues didn't do anything for me either. I was just like, what does that mean?
Like nonfiction.
Because I've been reading One Dimensional Man by Marcuse. That French philosopher, postmodernist. And it's just like, I'm already rereading these sentences. And then I finally yes, I got that one. I understand. I moved to the next sentence.
I know that one.
I moved to the next sentence, and then it's like, what does this even mean? I've never seen that word in my life.
Is this French?
And every once in a while, just French. I'm like, you can't just throw in a French word.
I'm American.
Like, I know this was translated, but yeah, still, I've been pouring into that book. I'm at like page 45 or something like that. So,
nice.
Did you know
what book was it? One Dimensional
Man. It is a landmark treatise on automation and industrialization, post-industrial society, and where we should be able to move from there. And it's really I've sent you part of it. There's some interesting stuff in there, but it's pretty heavy.
Dense.
Yeah, dense.
Or maybe I'm dense. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes you feel dense. But especially now with AI and this entire idea of, we could be using this to do things for us. Like that whole idea was like, if post-capitalism, if we could move past capitalism, then automation could be making our lives easier instead of just making production more efficient while we still work until we die, And it's like so interesting how this book was written in like 1964 and it really rings true more now than ever. But anyway, no,
we want to do manufacturing jobs. Those are the good jobs we want to bring back to America, Doug. That's what people want to do, is stand on their feet for 12 hours a day, 5 days a week for 40 years. And that's the dream. That's the American dream.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about
was
this
the
actually.
job, not the pension,
not
the wages,
material comfort, and stability that comes with a job that you can be in for several decades.
You could raise a family of four on one income, working in a factory.
I know. It was because they liked factory work. They loved factory work.
I can't believe that.
I mean, I've always dreamed of labor. So
dreamed of wearing a hairnet.
Yeah, getting my fingers caught in a machine. Who said that? Was that Trump?
Getting COVID. Yeah. What?
That whole thing
dreams of
like,
labor?
No. That like what you're referring to, like people want to work. People, that's the American dream. People want to work in these factory jobs. You know, to bring manufacturing back.
That's just their platform is like bringing manufacturing jobs back. Like that's a good thing. Like we shouldn't have robots do that. Like why the fuck wouldn't we want robots working at Amazon or whatever? I don't mean that and then like people can just fuck off and find a different job. It's like we could all obviously I'm like we can all share in this, but it really is like why wouldn't we want robots to do those things? That's like exactly what they'd be good for. Because you know what? This has been something that I've been thinking about. I got a little chart here even. You can't see it at all on my screen.
You did not say that correctly, Natalie.
That correctly, Natalie?
No.
You know what?
There we go.
You know what I've been thinking about a lot is we've thought this before because it's like, or talked about this before because it's like, that's not what manufacturing is for developing countries. If you're talking about capitalism and stuff, that's like developing nations. That's a way that you can build your economy and like the infrastructure around it. We're past that. We don't really do that kind of stuff unless it's specific industries. Maybe kind of we make a car, whatever, you know. But something that America does, and I remember watching something about this where it's like America does like cutting edge research. That's what we do. Like I just saw this chart. It's the 2025's top global research university. U.S. universities make up 19 of the top 30 global research universities. It's like Harvard. It's like, Stanford. It's
MIT.
like all this kind of stuff. It's like, that's what we do. We do like world-renowned research because people come from all over the world to join there. We can. You see, we can do that kind of stuff. Medical technology and stuff. Oh
and
man,
then we
really
sell it off. Or not even sell it off.
Then
they just take it.
Then we do things with medical research and stuff. It really is amazing. The United States, it's like the United States, Australia, and some other, just a few countries. We're like, I worked at a research lab, literally people from all over the world working there. There's, there are award-winning, internationally renowned scientists and stuff. But what I just was thinking,
side note, that research lab you worked at, looking at contracts closing and tons of people losing their jobs and getting laid off because of the One Big Beautiful Bill, of course.
And that's the largest, my headphones are dying. That's the largest employer in that area, too, where it is. So they employ like 4,000 people. So it kind of brought me to, I wanted to be on a Jubilee video. I think I would get them some clicks. I think I'd be really good at it because I'm so incredibly mean. Like, very combative. I'm tall, and I have a mouth on me like a motherfucker. So I could, and I'm not afraid, at all of people.
I ain't scared of you.
One of the ones coming up is one capitalist and 20 anti-capitalists. And so I was looking up, what do you have to do to get in, and asks you some questions and stuff. And it's like, what would you say to say that, to the thing that innovation, is bred under capitalism or whatever. And what I always say, of course, is necessity is the mother of invention. And just look at China with their electric cars that are kicking our fucking ass, and they have a bullet train that can go 600 miles an hour. So I don't know if that's capitalism breeding innovation or, just the public good at the heart of it, with the necessity to make people's lives better, which is usually what things come from. That's like in the medical field. People make money off of it.
Didn't create researchers, the internet.
And researchers don't, get the big money out of this kind of stuff. No. They're not a drug company. They might make $150,000 a year or $200,000 a year, whatever. They work a lot of hours. These scientists, they work hard.
Yeah.
They play hard.
Specialized as well.
Really, yeah. I mean, and they definitely, some of them work like, 70, 80, 90 hours a week, whatever, just like on these big projects. But they do it for the gram. No, they do it because they want to cure cancer or whatever. You know, it's not because it's like gonna, I don't know, make a cheap something or whatever. Like medical research and stuff, which the United States excels at because it's all funded. Like it's all these universities and stuff, which are like some of these obviously privately funded, but some of them are public institutions, that are funded through, in part, taxpayer dollars, and a lot of grants, government grants and stuff, go to these research facilities where there isn't a profit motive. And that's what makes us number fucking one, is like shit like that. And then there's places like Purdue that will come and, grab people because whatever.
Oh, Purdue, pharma. Yeah,
pharma,
not the university.
Sorry. Purdue Pharma. But again, researchers that work for Purdue Pharma probably don't make as much as their lawyers do.
No, let alone
I'd be interested to see that.
People on the board, or anything like that. And that's the thing. It's like public investment or necessity, or just like people who, in many instances, people that want to do these things, people explore, people move things forward. I mean, there's no profit motive in going to the moon, for example. There wasn't a profit motive in creating the internet. But it's like
it's just a series of tubes.
So people create those things, and then capitalism ruins them. Because look at the internet, practically an open, almost like communistic kind of thing, and it started at universities. I forget where that. I mean, I think we talked about it on the pod before, a long time ago. Because happy birthday to us, but. But and now it's like, now the internet sucks. It sucks ass. What's funny is that the internet, see, there's one. Remember the internet 20 years ago? People would just you'd want a website so that you could just have something. Someone wanted to share their knowledge or their love of blank.
I love websites.
Yeah, where it's just like,
I hate apps.
Where it's just like, I like frogs and I made a website about it, or I liked blank
Frog
sex
blog.
act, and and it's like you weren't making money off of ad clicks or anything, and now the internet stinks. Stinks on ice.
On ice.
Yeah, and I forget where I was even going with that. But it's just, we all know that it's because the internet is just, most of what you go to is gigantic corporate nonsense. It's social media owned by billionaires. It's, all directed into apps that are all owned by hedge funds and billionaires. They're all using like the same, nowadays they're all using the same like designers and stuff like that, so everything looks the same.
So
there isn't
boring.
Like
this
any
is the
way,
internet. Come on.
But it's like, without that in there, people want to share. I mean, back in the day, Reddit's still like this kind of, but I mean, message boards, forums, stuff where it's like, I mean, I've always been a member of the old F-150 enthusiasts forum. It's been around for probably 20 years, and people post about their stuff, about their trucks. People ask questions, and other people give detailed answers. And you can just go there for information. It's free because other people share it. They just want to share. They want to say, yeah, this happened to my truck. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do to your engine. Hey, here's a detailed breakdown of how I did blank with my old truck, and with pictures. Like, that person didn't get anything from it except that they wanted to share this, you know? And that's the big players in general, but on the internet and stuff like that, they hate that. They'd rather you were on social media where they're making money off of your innate desire to share things about yourself and things that you know with other people. They get to take your data, they get to serve you ads, they get to make billions of dollars. And it's just now, instead of different websites that you just go to because you wanted to go there, you need something. Now, you know, I mean, maybe you open up TikTok and you have a great experience and you meet someone. But it's a great experience with TikTok because you met someone in real life. Otherwise, you know, you're like me, just scrolling a Nazi app because the world's richest man wanted to buy it. And it's just, it's pretty depressing.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what there still is that we love, that I've given $5 a month to for a long time. Shout out, yes, to Wikipedia. Talk about sharing.
Boom.
It is Wikipedia.
Big
Let's just
example.
stop for a second. No ads on Wikipedia. 100% free. It's the best.
Hell yeah.
Wikipedia is truly, like, you can see it being, it's like, see, this is what we're meant for. This is very cool. Like, what a great resource. I mean, it really is incredible what's possible without a fucking profit motive. Like, legitimately.
Or AI.
It's like there, it's there for your information. And it's there because people want to share the wealth of information we've collected over millennia, like across cultures and languages and time period.
They want to make it easier for people to get information. That's it.
I love a
no
wiki.
ads and not biased. It's like, or you know, everything's biased, but it doesn't. It's like, well, you can't say that on here. You can't talk about that. He's a pedophile or whatever. You know, it's like. If it's true, it's on there. And if it's false, it might be on there too for a little while.
You don't have to write about someone's
else.
sewer slide or unaliving themselves because there's no ad, you know, there's no sponsors that they have to answer to. So they don't have a terms of service saying that you have to do stupid stuff like that, like everywhere else.
What's your guys' favorite thing
So
to Wikipedia?
stupid.
Mine is like when I'm watching a movie. And then I just look up the actors' lives.
Yeah. And then
to see who they're related to and stuff.
just recently, there was one. Gosh, who was it? Maybe it was one of Sophia's. Maybe it was one of someone's kids' shows or something. I forget, but I just looked it up, and the actor, I was like, oh. She was born in Moses Lake. It's like, wow. This person, maybe it was an influencer or something like that, but I was like, geez, I had no idea. Yeah.
I definitely use it to look whatever. Like, okay, I did it yesterday because we have the Portlandia channel at our house. You know, when you turn on the TV, it's on Portlandia. And it was like, oh, Carrie Brownstein, she's so cool. And I was like, I wonder if she's gay. And so I just like look her up. She's like very private and all that. And I'm just like looking through her Wikipedia and I found out it was like, oh my God, this is so sad. Her parents in 2023 died in a car accident while they were vacationing in Italy.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh. Okay.
My recording just cut out right there. So, oops, Doug. and I can't hear you guys anymore. So,
So how are you going to fix
wrap
that?
it up. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. I can't hear you.
Well, I guess we'll just fill the dead air.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
that Doug guy, wow, what a piece of shit.
Well, I'm going to text Natalie right now.
I can hear you, and my recording's going to be like your voice. It's coming through my computer. So it's like, and my microphone is out here. So it's just going to be.
You don't have any other headphones?
Cluck. I'm going to have to go and grab them.
Okay.
But I'm just going to keep this recording and
there we go.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I was just looking at my 2 thumbs up in the video, and I remembered that I'm wearing my Summer League t-shirt. One reason that we took a while to upload again, of course, took a week off because I was in Las Vegas, and man, finally, I've thought about it so many times, but I just happened to go to Vegas when NBA Summer League was going, and it was so awesome. It's one of the few things where I've like done something in Vegas, and it was like, wow, that was a good deal. Because you just pay general admission, and you go in, and there's just games going on all day. And
nice.
My kid, we brought a basketball. She got her basketball signed by the new, I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll do stuff. He was this rookie or second year kid from France, center for the Sacramento Kings. He was 7'1". So she was just like blown away every time. She's like, he's so tall. I'm like, yeah,
that's a huge
that's really tall.
Yeah. And
that's a huge bitch.
And we both had a lot of fun. Hey, did like 5.5 hours of basketball, just the whole time there. You can go into the Cox Pavilion and watch a different game. We caught the second half of one game, then walked back to the seats in the Thomas and Mack Center and watched a different game. It was really cool. So, of course, I had to get a T-shirt, and it's really nice Nike shirt.
I was like out shooting pool with Cowboy, and it was on the TV, and we were like, why is there basketball?
Yeah. It was a couple weeks in July. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you posted on Instagram and said Summer League, and I was like,
oh yeah.
I like Googled it. What the heck is Summer League?
Yeah.
Like the next day.
Yeah.
Texted him. Apparently Summer League happens every year.
Yep. Yeah.
Had no idea.
It's for it's for real psycho the basketball heads, I guess. But I mean, it's NBA basketball. It was great.
WNBA is in the summer too.
Yes, that's true.
Oh.
And we'll be going to a WNBA game in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be great as well.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And the WNBA is in the middle of trying to negotiate a new collective bargaining agreement. And of course, it brings out the best kind of people on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
When you're talking about the WNBA.
All those guys that care about trans people in sports, and protecting women and stuff, they're definitely on the side of these women basketball players, is what I'm assuming. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
They're morally
consistent. It's just like, it goes right back to that. It's like, they should be making $0 because the league was losing money. And it's like, number one, they're workers. They're workers, and they are like the product here. So they're workers. It doesn't matter if the owners are making $0 or the league itself, because that's the thing.
Which it's not.
These owners, they could still be making money. I bought those tickets to the Storm game that we're going to in a few weeks, and my first thought was, oh, perfect. We got a Sunday coming up, Sunday game. It's against Indiana. It's on ESPN. Caitlin Clark will be there. What a great game that would be against Seattle Storm. No. Caitlin Clark's there. Tickets were like $160 or something crazy like that. It was nuts. It was like an NBA game.
No offense, but
I was like,
WNBA
wow.
game?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. They were $100+, and I was like, well, I'll look at the next Sunday home game, $25, because it's the WNBA. But it's like, so people are invested in this. People all over. I mean, just regular sports ball Joe. You know, you talk to them, they know who Caitlin Clark is. They constantly talk about her. She's all over social media. You know, I mean, she's a phenom. It's awesome, right? We go out on the boat a couple weeks ago. Dad's talking about it. Oh, man, the way that they, you know, is refereeing with Caitlin Clark. She really gets beat up, blah, blah, blah. People talk about it. And then as soon as they say, you know what, we need to get paid more money, those poor women, these people think that they deserve nothing. You know, Caitlin Clark makes like, I don't know, maybe I should, it is just blathering, but let's see. How much?
A bunch of them make like $65,000 a year. It's like crazy.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark, absolute phenom. Like huge for the league right now. Like people... There's so many more eyes on the WNBA because people like this come along and do that for them, you know? Caitlin Clark, since she's on her rookie contract and all that, $78,000 a year. And it's like,
my God.
I mean, a rookie contract for an NBA player, when you're like a number one pick, like Caitlin Clark, is in the millions. I mean, just starting out.
And they can't even get six figures in the WNBA.
I mean, other ones do, but still, like, it's not.
Other ones make less. Or I don't know if they raised the bar for the minimum, because I know before that was something like they were literally making less than $70,000 a year. And that's why they'd travel around and go play in different countries and stuff so they could actually make some money, because other countries don't seem to have a problem.
It looks like a minimum salary for WNBA for the first 2 years is $66,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can make just barely more than I do.
Yeah, that's like what I make.
Yeah, first year salary for a number one pick in the NBA, $11.5 million. And so it's like, okay, and people are like, well, the WNBA doesn't make money. It's like, it doesn't really quite work like that. But so the WNBA doesn't make money. They had a loss overall. Okay, number one, part of those losses, let's go to the basics. It's inane blather economics. You know, one of the big expenses is the payroll, okay? And it's like, that's just part of it, okay? And no matter whether operating at a loss or not, you still have to pay these people. They're your workers. And Amazon, it's like Amazon didn't turn a profit for 10 years. 10 years until they had a profitable year. Tesla, it was like 6 or 7 years before they turned a profit. What, all those people, you think all those people working for them were making $0? No, of course not. It's like that's the investment of capital that the owners are making, you know? And it's one of these things where Tesla, if they're like, well, we have to cut people, I guess, because we're losing so much money. You can't do that in the WNBA or in the NBA because cutting people is like, that's the product. That they are the entire thing. You can't just cut players because they cost too much. And what, you're going to have 3-on-3 out there? No. It's just, man, it really brings out the worst people who just, because they're women, they don't think they deserve anything.
Why do they even give a single fucking shit?
Yeah.
Literally, don't go to a fucking game if you don't like them.
Yeah.
What the fuck does it matter what their salary is? How about You do this thing called minding your own fucking business and getting a fucking life instead of just being concerned that you have such a small penis that every single woman who ever looks at you can immediately tell, so you have to pick on somebody about it. I
Small
swear to
dick
God,
energy.
it's like, why does it matter? This is what I'm going to say, because these motherfuckers, this isn't a teacher getting a raise, heaven forbid. This isn't coming from your taxes, you stupid fucking idiot. This is a company that can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Also,
what the fuck does it matter to you?
It's hilarious that they would even be like, well, they're not making enough, like the WNBA is not making enough money. I mean, that sounds like a marketing problem.
That
the
sounds
product
like
is fine.
Free hand should take that over, right? Yeah, and it is a marketing problem because the NBA doesn't do shit for the WNBA.
Well,
they don't advertise the same way. They don't do the kind of spending and stuff that they obviously do with the NBA. But it's also like, so why don't these people just get rid of their teams, huh, guys? If it's so horrible for them, if they get nothing out of it, why do teams even exist? Again, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Who cares? Why does it matter? Do you care? Do you care how much Safeway pays their people? Probably you'd say that people deserve to just be on poverty wages or whatever. But it really is like, buddy, this is capitalism. They can do whatever they want, you know? Like, they can choose to give them a raise. They can fight for a raise. That's called capitalism. So get over it.
But it's women, and it's a union. So people feel like they have to
and there's black
put
women
their
in there
input
too.
in.
Yeah, oof.
And a lot of them are queer. So.
Yes.
So it's a perfect combination. Yeah.
I think that it's just also kind of interesting because it's like, is this not actually kind of technically against the law? Like they're doing the same
getting
job.
paid less.
They're doing the
they
same
work fewer
job.
Minutes.
They do work a lot fewer minutes.
but they actually produce the same sort of like field goal percentages and stuff. Not that much different than the NBA. So if you want to just go on relativity like that, I mean, they definitely, I don't know that they work, 76,000 versus $11 million difference less,
Exactly.
That's something that it's just also fucking sexist.
And that's
and
the
guys
thing
like that
is,
again, where it's like you don't even watch the WNBA.
Yes,
Shut
and it's
the
like
fuck up.
you don't watch it, so whatever. And then I had kind of your response with someone on Twitter where I was like, well, I guess it doesn't matter because you don't own a WNBA team. It's like, why do you care? It's like,
you're a loser.
This is how they would cut costs or whatever. I think they should. It's like, well, that's your opinion, man. I don't know why we have to hear it.
Literally,
you don't pay these
cares.
people.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, there is something to be said for the NBA not putting enough into it and stuff. A lot of that has gone a lot. They've done so much more over like the past 5 to 10 years than they did for the preceding 20. That's for sure.
And you know why? Do you know why? They did not do it out of the kindness of their hearts. So you can tell these motherfuckers on Twitter, they did that because of the profit incentive. They wouldn't do it if it didn't.
They're still holding on to it, even though they operate at a loss, And the NBA still does that. It's like,
and that NBA does not operate at a loss.
No.
The WNBA is part of the NBA. They are one entire. So that's like not even a fair sort of thing. That is just like a cost of the entire National Basketball Association that you have to pay women this
and
much.
It's also
and
just
you still make money. Plenty.
It's a management issue at the end of the day. Like it's literally just,
at its
you guys aren't
core,
making money. Like you guys are doing something wrong, and it's not that like
because the
obvious you
players
need to pay your players more.
The players are playing games. They're doing their job. They play all 40 minutes.
They're putting on the show. They're doing it. They're doing
they
the
play
thing.
All 40 minutes. All of their contractual obligations are fulfilled. But it's like, so if you're having such a tough time, how is that on the players? It's on
If y'all aren't
ownership.
filling seats, if you aren't getting your sponsorship deals, if you aren't selling ad dollars, like that is a management issue.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So,
And I mean,
cut your marketing team and hire someone else.
it is weird. Yeah, so many people like that. It's not just this amorphous guy, not a straw man, because I see it all the time, but where it's like, if they had their druthers, the WNBA just wouldn't exist. But it's like, why? Why is that why do you care? Like you're saying. Like,
because those girls are taller than me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because Sue Bird won't answer my DMs.
Bro, she's gay.
Very publicly.
Yes.
Exactly. But yeah, and
she just hasn't met the right man yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we'll go to the games and I'll have like we'll get one of the players on a sign and be like, "Marry me," question mark or something.
Yeah. Like, I'm the right guy.
Yeah. I can fix her just on a on a big board.
Women love that.
Yes, exactly. Did you know that Canadians, this is totally not a tangent. Did you know that Canadians say sorry, they say sorry so much that a law was passed stating the word can't be used as an admission of guilt in a court of law. Like, how in the United States where it's like, nope, you don't apologize. Like you get in a car accident or something like that. And it's like, nope, you don't.
Which is such a...
Yeah, because you're admitting fault.
But right? It's not. It's like, I'm sorry that we're in this situation right now. I would way rather be anywhere else. I'm sorry for us. Yeah. What a stupid fucking rule that is.
But they say sorry so much that legally, most Canadian provinces have passed apology legislation, which protects Canadian citizens from accidentally admitting to a crime in a court of law through their renowned habit of saying sorry.
Mm-hmm. That's really even got cute and funny. It's clearly Canadian.
Oh, I love that drink.
I love that drink too. And that was something that, man, that's one of the ads that comes up on Portlandia TV station is a clearly Canadian ad with Shania Twain in it.
What?
And I swear the dude is AI. Like his face is weird. Like Vanita and I were both like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, am I body shaming or like, I don't know. His face is like so round. It's just crazy. But yeah, Shania Twain in a clearly Canadian commercial on Portlandia TV. Check it out sometime. Nice. Man, it makes me feel like a woman.
Let's see what else we could throw in at the end here. Ohio City reverses decision to criminalize abortion after 2 council members lose their elections.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting.
They reversed course. Let's see. Oh, this was... Why was this? Why did I have this? This is from 2021.
That's why you should run for council.
2021.
Never mind.
21.
That was in Newsweek.
Well,
I don't know why that came up.
I can just leave us with a really light, not brave, and certainly not controversial thought that I had earlier. And I can imagine this would lead to no further discussion. It's pretty simple. Just kind of, I think everybody's had this thought before kind of thing, is that I think Benjamin Netanyahu is actually just paying homage to Adolf Hitler because without Hitler, Israel wouldn't exist. So Hitler has done more for the Jews than anyone in the history of the world, I would say. And I think that Bibi is like just kind of being like, see,
Israel.
thanks a lot, Dad. He's like, showed me the way to do what's right for Jews, I think. But I did have that thought, really, that if Hitler had not come to power and done the Holocaust, would Israel exist? And I say, no, it wouldn't. Because you know what those people were? Form. They were not Israelis. They were Germans. They were Polish. They were French. They were Russian. And they were Jews as well, of course. But they did not live in Israel because there was no Israel. They were born in Germany. They were born in Poland. They were born in France. And I think, obviously, this goes without saying, fucking disgusting Holocaust. What a massacre of unimaginable proportions. What a horrific nightmare. But they didn't live in Israel. I really have it was really going through. I'm like, so without the Holocaust, they would still be living in Germany. They would be living in Poland. They would be living in France.
Yeah.
And I think that those dirty, nasty, fucking racist Germans were probably like, yeah, no, they deserve their own land or something. But they were actually all just still fucking Nazis and didn't want Jews around, is what I think. But also, just fuck you, Hitler. Fuck you, motherfucker, for all that you've done. Not only the genocide against the Jewish people, but now you're also responsible for the genocide against the Palestinians by the transitive property. It just, I really was just thinking that if it weren't for Hitler, which is very funny, Israel wouldn't exist. Which I feel like I don't think Hitler would have really liked that either. You know, I don't think he would have liked a state just for the Jews because he kind of
there's
want them around the world.
David Ben-Gurion even said, let's see here. Where is it? Well, I can just leave it here. I mean, he even noted the anti-Semites will become our most dependable friends. The anti-Semitic countries are allies. Because that David Ben-Gurion, like the first prime minister of Israel and like the founder of the Zionist project, pretty much, because it creates, it really, anti-Semitism on its own, let alone the Holocaust, provides a
Christopher Walkin over here.
That emotional and just that steady backdrop, that foundation that makes people side with the idea that a group of people should have an ethno-state, that they should have a religious ethno-state, apartheid, however you want to achieve it, through colonial means is how it worked. Because of the Holocaust,
then white people,
then Britain, having Palestine, and suddenly we get to have the United States and Britain and them, they get to have a close ally and founded a colonial project right near the Suez Canal. It all kind of worked because how it should have been. It's like, if you wanted to create a safe place for the Jews, or aka a religious ethno-state, why wouldn't it be in Germany? If that was your issue. So, there's what book is that? The Yiddish Policemen's Union. They talk about the other possible places for what would become Israel, including Ethiopia, Alaska, but
they would never have done that if it weren't for the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Israel, Jewish people would just be like how they are in the United States. And yeah, you know what? There is anti-Semitism. Mm-hmm. There's racism against a lot of different groups. in America, it's not just anti-Semitism. It's pretty hard on black
racist.
people around here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever noticed that. Like, really,
the anti-Semitism,
really hard on black people.
There's 2,000 years of it. Yeah, sure.
And Islamophobia, and there's stuff that happens in Africa all the fucking time. I'm reading in one of my books. It's like, in the 1970s in Uganda, and it's like, this leader that was eventually, he was exiled and blah, blah, blah. It's like one of the worst despots in modern history. 500,000 people died under his rule, people getting captured from their blah, 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 blah. And that's because just like all these, it's like not exactly like racially, culturally motivated or whatever. It's about power.
Yeah. Colonialism.
That's
and
what it always
estate.
is. You just need someone to pick on.
That's why, shout out to Andor Season 2. My God, I just finished it the other day, finally. No, Season 2.
I'm only a couple episodes in.
To Season 2?
I'm so sorry.
Yep.
No, there's only 2 seasons. It's
2
done.
seasons.
But, well, Danae, you'll get there. I mean, it really makes you think. Anyone who hasn't been watching Andor listens to this show, watch the show from its beginning. It's probably one of the best television shows ever produced, honestly, at this point, after it's wrapped up. But it's the best Star Wars since The Empire Strikes Back, hands down, easily, no matter what. But, there are a lot of scary parallels. It's a great term, scary parallels.
Scarelels.
To the real world because of how fascism and colonialism operates. And the creator of the show is very, very aware of that. And that's why the show is so good, because Tony Gilroy knows his stuff. But I mean, there's I won't spoil anything, but throughout this, fascist colonial project that the Empire has undertaken, there was a moment. I mean, I sent it to the group chat, Natalie. Even watching it a second time, still, like, I was sick to my stomach. I almost cried because not only because the show was so real and how they portrayed it. I mean, hearing the word genocide in a Disney show was pretty wild too. But there's a depiction of genocide straight up, and you see how it works, how they lead up to it, how they purposefully turn public sentiment against a group of people, and how those people are just terrorists. They don't deserve to be there. Nobody likes them. It's very real, and it's disturbing. It's sickening. It's disheartening. It's really crazy, and it works. I mean, at least it's a prequel, so you know that the Empire gets all this stuff done, and that makes it even tougher. And it's like,
just so
this is exactly
stupid,
what Israel does. I thought of it so many times throughout this show, and it's wild.
What power-hungry goofs do. Little guys with little dicks with way too much to prove because they didn't get into art school, or because you have a weird voice and an ugly wife, Bibi Netanyahu. Like, because you hate yourself because you never had
Philadelphia.
Like, they just, it's like the thing that's so obvious. It's insane how well propaganda works like that, to scapegoat people when it's so stupid to think that someone else could be such, like, the reason for your life being hard. It's so fucking stupid to think that immigrants are the reason your rent is high. Like in America.
Yeah.
How fucking dumb are you? Genuinely. Like,
so
you're a stupid
works.
person if you were in Germany and you thought that the Jews were the problem. You're a stupid person if you think the Palestinians are the problem. You're a stupid person if you think the immigrants are a problem here in the United States. Just like, it really is like, watch a movie, read a book.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
But like you said, and it was related to Star Wars before, then you get these people that actually engage with the media.
The Democrats.
And they still take the wrong side. It's like...
The Democrats are the genociders here.
Yeah.
Confirmation bias is a hell of a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's all purposefully set up so that the status quo, or what, those in power want to be, I don't know, reality, really. It will just keep reinforcing itself so that the stupidity is the norm, that speaking out for human rights is, revolutionary. Like, how is that possible in this day and age? But it continues to be so. So, either way,
so that
let's
was
go
my
to Doug.
non-controversial.
Doug is the guy you go to around here.
But
non-controversial take.
So
Bibi Netanyahu looks
non-controversial.
up to Adolf Hitler because all he did for the Jews. So that's just put that on my tombstone.
which is actually kind of somewhat unique and progressive for some historically for the Zionist project, because of course Zionism was already a thing before World War II, but at that point, even after World War II, many Israeli Jews did not want survivors of the Holocaust in Israel. They called them Nazi Jews. They didn't think that they thought that they were weak and shouldn't be part of their country. So it's a whole hell of a lot. Oh, so shout out to I got all this. Yeah. Well, the video that I'll repost the video that I watched the other day. It's a huge creator. Hassan probably watched this video on his stream.
Nice.
So, but I just started watching him recently. Really good. All spurred on because of ContraPoints and her stupid milquetoast bullshit, garbage liberal Zionist takes. So, anyway, yeah, exactly.
Where have you been, Natalie?
Exactly. She has been stupid. She's been self-centered.
I've been offline. That is news to me.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Anyways, let's not talk about it now because I want to go.
Okay. No. Yeah, exactly. Let's say something else. Something funnier,
like
to end with.
Bitches leave.
Yeah, I guess so. Oof.
Bitches
Yeah, that's something we could have discussed. Well, I'll just say this.
Shut up.
I love you guys. All of you.
Love you too.
Not you two. No, the listeners.
Also love the listeners.
Yes.
I thought you wanted to end on a funny note, Doug. Hey,
yeah, that's my joke, is that I love all these listeners.
Nothing like a good New York slice.
Okay, well.
Awesome. Oh, how I bitches leave.
There we go. Shout out to Aaron Brown. Shout out to Amanda and our
everybody.
Ardent listeners.
Shout out to Danae.
Shout out to the Danaes and the Danaes.
Fuck those Danaes.
Yeah.
I mean,
no.
Yeah.
They'll come around.
They'll come around.
Okay, bye.
Bye.